Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Happy Monday. It's a new week, new opportunities. So let's get it. Today's word of the day is Villanelle. Stands for, it's basically a 19-line poem with a fixed form, including 2 repeated rhymes and 2 refrains. If you memorize a Villanelle and recite it in a class, your English teacher will be very impressed. The main reason why I chose this word today is I've been getting back into writing my poems again too. Any form of artistic expression to me, for the most part, is great because it allows you to just be who you are. Especially, we live in a world where, and we've always lived in a world where when you have a job, or even if you have a business, you have to be very litigious and you have to ensure that everything is boom, boom, boom. Everything is in line. You have to make sure your customer service is on par. You got to make sure you're doing your job. There's all these little pieces to the puzzle of life. You have a family. You got to make sure everything is good with them. You got to make sure everything. Hey, Mike, how you doing? You got to make sure everything is in line with ensuring that your kids are in line. They're cared for. They get to school on time. They get to daycare on time. Things of that nature. I mean, I read an article. Unfortunately, the other day, this mother. I don't know how you have 3 kids and nobody's perfect, but she left her 2-year-old in the car for 2 hours, and the 2-year-old almost died in the seat. So the 2-year-old couldn't even move. Like, but 2 of your children were in the house and your 3rd child was in the car after you left the store and came back home. Forgetting something for a second or two, it makes sense, but forgetting something for 2 hours because you're on your cell phone, I don't understand that, but it is what it is. But with that being said is, we live in a world where we're constantly having to work on a multitude of things. So when you put in an environment where you're able to be just relaxed and calm and able to express yourself from an artistic perspective, you are able to be way more creative. I mean, heck, listen, I'm on Instagram right now, but the people who created Instagram, they were in a no rules and regulations kind of atmosphere. They were in a creative atmosphere where a bunch of people got together, and they had to form ideas, implement, see what worked, see what didn't work, but actually have more of a, the beautiful thing, whether you love it or hate it, about the tech environment, like Austin, Texas now, a San Francisco Bay Area tech environment, is that it's way more laid back and mellow. People are walking in there in jeans, t-shirts, shorts, sandals. It's way more of it's not an uptight, or I wouldn't say uptight, but it's not more of a conservative environment because that's more of a old school office and government environment. But when you're in a tech scene, you need to be in an environment where anything goes, like hence Larry's Anything Goes, where you can express yourself in a way that you're not going to be condemned and be able to express yourself in a way that you're able to implement certain strategies and quote unquote things that don't work, things that work, things that don't work, test fail without even any repercussions. Because then when you're in an environment like that, you just have the heck with it mindset. You're able to say, hey, let's see what happens. Let's see what doesn't happen. We go from there. So do your best to try to implement a Villanelle in your life to where you are able to express yourself in an artistic manner in a great way. You never know what kind of ideas you come up with. I mean, hey, there was a time when everybody just utilized taxis, and then Uber and Lyft came out. Nobody would have ever thought that being able to just request a ride without having to make a phone call and whatnot, just being able to just do it via app could be possible. But over the last 10 years, it's been possible. So I'll leave it at that. But it's all good, man. I'm just getting ready for Invest Fest down in Atlanta in 2 weeks. So that's going to be interesting. If you're going to Invest Fest, EY University people, let's get it. It's economic conference where we're talking about investments. We're talking about different business strategies. There'll be some celebrities and billionaires there, and that's the kind of team I'm on. That's the only team that matters to me at this point. All right. Anyways, today's quote of the day is by Tang. It says, "Money tree is the perfect place for shade." And the world is going to get hotter and hotter regardless of what time of year it is, regardless of who's in the White House, governor's house, or mayor's house. So it's time for you to get your money tree so you can have some beautiful shade. On that note, do the great 3 things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. As I always say, make money moves or you're going to live like a fool. Take care.